So, February 2022 is over. I've only seen 3 new releases this year, but I've also seen some older movies, and I also have pickups. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you what I watched in February and what I picked up in terms of movies and Funko Pops. But before I do that, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, and comment down below. What did you watch in February? Anything. Doesn't have to be new releases. It's just anything that you watch. TV shows, movies, anything. Also, what did you pick up? I really want to know what you picked up. So comment down below. And with that said, I'm going to get started with the movies I watched in February. And so to begin off, February 2nd, I had a double feature. The first film being Groundhog Day. Now, Groundhog Day, when it was the essential premise of just Bill Murray having a time loop, it was a whole lot of fun. But then we go into the third act, and it kind of gets all serious with, like, the old man dying and him killing himself over and over again. It just kind of gets all serious, and that's not really what I wanted with this film. What I wanted with this film, and I got in the first 2 acts, was a nice, fun adventure of Bill Murray being in a time loop. And to me, it was just really fun. But the rest of the film really was not as fun as it could have been. It was more serious, and it just didn't have all that enjoyment that the first 2 acts did. But I do like it for revolutionizing the time loop genre. Now we have several time loop movies a year, and it's because of Groundhog Day. So I watched it for the first time, and it was fine. It just could have been better. Next up is going to be Scream 2. I did review the first one. I don't really want to continue on with the Scream review series. I'll just review the new one when I get a chance to watch it. But Scream 2, in the words of Randy...
Please. By definition alone, they're inferior films.
Yes, sequels are inferior, but Scream 2 was a dang good sequel. I really enjoyed how it found a way to continue on the franchise. I did not think there was any way possible to continue on the franchise, and they did it in a nice way here, with Billy's mom being the killer. I also really enjoyed how Randy died. I already got the killer's and Randy's death spoiled for me, so it wasn't really that big of a deal, but it was pretty great kill. It feels like Wes Craven's trying to make a point with these movies. Like, alright, first Scream, we're making fun of horror movies. Second one, we're making fun of horror movie sequels. And it's a good movie. The first one is excellent. This movie was pretty good. Now, obviously, it really had all these the kind of plot lines that you should have done this. But, the more that I thought about it, the more I was like, Wes Craven probably did that on purpose. But to me, it kind of took away from the experience. I mean, the car sequence was excellent, but why didn't they just grab a knife and stab Ghostface? He probably had a knife in there. It's just all, to me, they should have done this, should have done that. But maybe he was just making fun of sequels. But to me, there's just things that the characters should have done, and they didn't. And that kind of took away from the story. But Scream 2, it's definitely worthy up to the first one. It's not as near as good, but it's definitely a worthy sequel. Next up, I watched Inner Space in the car on my way to the nearest city, which is an hour away. Yeah, this movie, again, it's like Groundhog Day. The first 2 acts were really great. I didn't know a single thing about this movie. I didn't know the premise. I didn't know anything. And so I watched the film, and, I really enjoyed it. And then the third act, kind of what I'm calling the Die Hard sequence. First 2 acts were amazing, and the third one's just an action spectacle, and it's not really up to what the rest of the film was. Obviously, it's a very enjoyable film with Martin Short and Dennis Quaid. Their chemistry was excellent, but you really just took out of the film in the third act. I, of course, really, really enjoyed the first 2 acts, but obviously, again, in the third act, I just never could get back into the film, and so it kind of disappointed me in that sense. And then next up, I watched the 355. I've only seen 2.5 movies this year, and this is a half. Wow. And wow, the 355 is bad. Yeah, from the dialogue to the main story, it's so confusing. I didn't really even know what was going on. There's literally one part of the movie where this guy's laying on the floor about to die, and he goes, "Here, I have something for you." Pulls out a Glock and just gets shot in the face 5 times. That's what we're dealing with here. There's a part where 2 characters are about to make out, and then the lady goes, "You're my best friend. I don't want this to ruin," and then they make out anyways. I don't know. I really wanted to see this movie, and I only saw half of it. It was pretty bad. It was starting to get good, but I had a chance to watch another better movie, so I decided to do that. And the better movie was Free Guy. Free Guy isn't a movie I loved. I definitely did not love this movie. But to me, it's a movie that was just there. It has heart. It has everything to make a great movie. For some reason, I didn't really feel like it was the best movie, like a lot of people were feeling. I just had fun with it. It gave me a lot of Ready Player One vibes, and I reviewed the book, so go check that out. But it gave me a lot of those vibes, and to me, it's still a really, really good movie. It didn't have anything missing. It had heart, it had chemistry, it had great acting, it had everything you need. It still felt like it was missing something. I don't know what it was. I gave it 3.5. Right after I watched it, I wanted to give it 4, but I couldn't. And I'd say 3.5 was a great score for me. 3.5 stars, by the way. And so, I really enjoyed Free Guy. I don't know, it just felt like it had something missing. And then next up, we got Marry Me. I just reviewed this 2 videos ago. Go check out it if you want the full thoughts. But Marry Me, pretty great movie. I really enjoyed it more than I thought. The chemistry between Owen Wilson and J-Lo was really great. The story was predictable, but I really enjoyed it. There's only one problem, and that was that the characters kind of left me a bad taste in my mouth at times. But I still really enjoyed this, and right now it's my favorite movie of the year. And I don't really get that way with rom-coms. And so, it's not like this one did anything special. I think it's just something that, after a bunch of stress, I could just sit down and watch a movie, and Marry Me, to me, was really enjoyable. And so, if you want to know my entire thoughts on that film, go either read my Letterboxd review or watch my YouTube video. If you want to know my full thoughts on each of these films, I wrote a Letterboxd review for any of these films. Except one film that I watched before these that I didn't even write on my notes for some reason that I forgot. But, so, I wrote reviews on all these. Go check it out. My Letterboxd will be linked in the description. But I do need to come out here. I did watch one more, and that's Jurassic World. And this was like 5 days after Dominion trailer dropped. Yeah, Jurassic World was a movie ever since the first time I watched it. I always enjoyed this film. I still enjoy this film. Jurassic World is a very fun film. I enjoy all the callbacks to the original. I enjoy all the dinosaur action. And I cannot wait for the new one. This time, though, it kind of was hard to get set into the film. But that's just a me problem. It was just because I got off work and I was a little bit distracted. But Jurassic World is still a film that I really love, and I cannot wait for the new one. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about the Funko Pops I picked up first. That's what we're going to talk about first on my haul. Baby Yoda. I know this. Yeah, this is a Baby Yoda with the control knob. All 3 of these Funko Pops was a guy selling it on Marketplace, and I bought them. I also bought my brother the Chester's Cheetah, but I bought him. I haven't seen Book of Boba Fett, but I might watch that and Peacemaker for like my 2022 TV show review series. But I mean, I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, this is a good show. I really like Baby Yoda, but the hype for it is kind of gone. And so, something I'm planning on watching is the Predator franchise. So I bought the Predator. Pretty cool guy at the Funko Insiders Club. Box wasn't damaged when I first got it, but it was damaged. I don't know, something happened to it, but it was damaged. But the Predator is a franchise I'm really wanting to watch because a new one is coming out, I believe, next year or the year after. And so I might like binge them all with my father, and we might go see the new one. I've heard it was going to be very different, but Predator, very nice Funko Pop. And then next up was something I thought was cool that I'm not planning on watching the movies anytime soon is Chucky from Child's Play 3. It's a neat Funko Pop. He's got bloodied face, but I'm not really planning on watching these movies because, I mean, they're about demons. I'm pretty sure a Funko Pop can't get possessed. But the demons, I don't watch movies that are like movies that have demons and stuff in it. That's why I didn't watch The Conjuring. That's why I don't watch Chucky. But I do think it's a cool Funko Pop. So I went to V-Stock. I filmed a video, but I didn't really get that much footage, so I decided not to upload it. These movies, I don't know why they were in my pile. I did not pick those up this month. But, so these are just movies I picked up this month at V-Stock. Went to V-Stock, bought like 5, 6 movies maybe. Let's make sure, yep, everything is in this pile. I'm going to bring these to my lap. Alright, first up, Tomb Raider. I want to watch this movie and do like when I watch Uncharted versus between Uncharted and Tomb Raider. I haven't seen it yet. But if you want to see that video, comment down below. I will probably do that for my Uncharted video after I see the movie and review it. So it'll be like Uncharted versus Tomb Raider, which one's better. Kind of interested in watching that. I have several Blu-rays that they showed the trailer, and the trailer looks really, really good. So, I mean, I haven't heard great things about it, but I still am interested in watching it and doing that video. I haven't not bought this at V-Stock, but it's Night at the Museum. Don't really have anything to say to this. I've seen this franchise a long time ago, and I don't really remember anything except it's fine. Not my favorite franchise, but it's fine. It's enjoyable enough. That's all I can say about it. Ben Stiller is a pretty funny actor. Krampus, recommended to me by Brandon. I will link his YouTube channel down in the description. But Krampus, yeah, it's a movie. I haven't seen it yet, but it's a movie I really want to see. It's a horror Christmas movie, and it sounds pretty interesting. Like, look at this cover, Evil Santa Claus. I mean, I would definitely have to check this one out. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna wait until Christmas time though, but it'll be in my second annual Christmas special. I didn't do one last year because I'm dumb, but probably the review will be in there, and I'm excited to watch that. Transcendence. This was a movie that my friend Brandon said was bad, and I bought it anyways because they had a $5.99 deal where buy 4 movies and get 1 free. So Transcendence was something I bought, and the story sounds interesting. I might like it because I like the film titled Replicas, and that kind of reminds me of that. So I might like it, but then again, I might not like it. But Replicas was a pretty good movie. And so kind of the slower movies with big action sequences at the end, those are the ones I like. I don't like, okay, I'm kind of being hypocritical here, and it's really kind of hard to explain. But the Die Hard thing, it's kind of like, it just has a big action spectacle that takes away from the rest of the film. And then movies like those are kind of really boring and then finally have some action. I don't know. That's just my view on things, but I'm going to watch that one. And I got Liam Neeson's The Commuter. I haven't watched the last couple of Liam Neeson films. Haven't seen Blacklight. Haven't seen The Marksman. And I don't really plan to. But I will watch The Commuter because I think it sounds like a very intriguing premise. And I do like this cast. I didn't realize that it had Liam Neeson, Vera Farmiga, Patrick Wilson, and Sam Neill in this film. And I'm definitely interested in watching it for that cast and the premise. I reviewed the book yesterday. Go check out the video. And I plan on reviewing this when I watch it. Watched it a long time ago, and I remember hating it. So, and reading the book, I don't really remember anything being in the movie that's from the book. And to me, I don't know. I'm really nervous for the book, and I don't necessarily think it'll be a good book. I mean, a good movie. The book was pretty good. Go check out my review. Me, Myself, and Eileen, $5.99 deal. Only picked that one up because I couldn't find anyone else, and my mother picked it up and handed it to me. And so it sounds like an interesting premise. I like Jim Carrey, so I do plan on checking out that movie with my father. Then we got the Jurassic World 5 Steelbook collection. I was going to get Fallen Kingdom for $10, and I was like, $20 more, I can own all 5 of them in Steelbook. Like, forgot these were in there. But yeah, we got a nice little Steelbook here. And Jurassic World franchise, obviously, I love this franchise. It's my second favorite franchise of all time behind the MCU. And I cannot wait for Dominion. I hopefully will be there opening weekend to see that movie. The trailer looked good. I have a trailer reaction with my brother. You can go check that out. But yeah, I got the Steelbook for $30, and kind of a steal here. Because, I mean, it's a Steelbook for the Jurassic World franchise. And then finally, also did not pick this one up V-Stock. It was Good Burger. Yeah. Good Burger's a really good movie. It is hilarious. Who's even in it? Kenan Thompson, I think. Kenan Thompson and Kel Mitchell. Yeah, they both got great chemistry. Can't really say anything. It's not a good movie. It's just a fun movie in my preference. But anyways, that's what I picked up, and that's what I watched in this month. Make sure to comment down below. What did you watch this month? What did you pick up this month? And so I'm almost done with that 8 Perfect Murders book I'm going to review. It'll be my next video. But as always, make sure to subscribe to the like button, hit the bell, and comment down below. What did you get? What did you watch? I am watching more movies, and I'll have more reviews because I miss doing YouTube for you guys. So anyways, as always, make sure to subscribe to the like button, hit the bell, comment down below. And as always, subscribe to join the Nerd Army. Peace out.